Kat's doing her favorite thing in the world right now, boulder hopping. And she asked me specifically before we started this trip, she just said, I don't care what we do as long as we get in some boulders.
I think it was actually the opposite of that. Well, hello from the Ozette Triangle Loop Trailhead. Got my pack here, and we are getting ready to head out on a 4-night backpacking trip. I've been to this trailhead before. I've actually done the Ozette Loop trip, and I've also done a trip from here up to Shy Shy Beach. However, today it's going to be a different trip. We're going to be heading south on the beach, and it's going to be to an area I've never been to before.
Yellow Banks and the Norwegian Memorial Beach.
Yes! Yeah. So, exploring new territory, which is always exciting, and it's a beautiful day. It was socked in this morning, but it's clearing up, and we have sunny skies, so it's going to be awesome. This is definitely the busiest I have seen this trailhead. It's summertime. It's Sunday though, so I'm surprised there's this many cars here, but it's pretty full. So for this trip, we will be hiking towards Sandpoint, and then we will be going south. Previously, I have gone this way. So right now we have about a 3-mile walk through the forest until we get to the beach. And once we get there, we're gonna head south, as I mentioned. And our camp tonight is going to be at Yellow Bank, we think. We do have to probably wait out the tide because we left a little later in the afternoon. And there is one area that's impassable until we get back to low tide. So we're thinking about maybe having our dinner there. We'll see how it all plays out. But right now it's just a pleasant forest walk. Seeing our first glimpse of the ocean. Not that we haven't been looking at it a lot since we've been here, but made it here to the beach. We need to get past that first point to get to our camp. And we're not really wanting to like race the tide. We're not in a big hurry, so we're gonna sit here and have a snack and enjoy. It does not get dark until, dark until almost 10 o'clock. The sun sets after 9, so we've got plenty of time. It's only about 3 o'clock right now. Suddenly we came upon this sight, whales. Got a little sun hitting us right now, but everywhere around us is still foggy and socked in. Back behind us, it's clear blue skies. It's a little chilly out here. We actually stopped here at this campsite, which we are not going to be staying at. However, we need to wait out the tide. So we thought this would be a good spot to have a little dinner break. And tonight I'm just going to have a blueberry, granola, almond. It's almost like a cereal. I just add cold water. It's really good. It's made by Backpacker Pantry. And then after we wait it out, we're gonna head down south and try to find that camp. Up here you do have to, or here, you do have to have bear canisters. These guys here, because there are bears here, and I don't think Ursacks are approved here. You do have to have a bear canister. And yeah, got plenty of food for the next 3 nights, including tonight. And that's what's for dinner tonight. Chair. You can get pretty creative with the driftwood out here. We've got to get around that point that you see in the middle of the camera, and the tide is still too high, so we're going to chill here and wait it out a little bit longer.
All right, we're all socked in. Got to wait on the tide to go down. Pinched off.
I have never seen a migration of sand insects like this before, and it went as far as the eye could see in both directions. The tide had finally receded enough for us to go. It was go time. Time to get around this crux. Going for it. Go for it.
Yeah. Can we get down low?
I don't think so.
I'll get it for you. What's going on here, Kat? The tide has gone down.
Yeah.
And
We're gonna do a little rock scrambling here on the slippery, slimy rocks.
about an hour ago, this was all underwater and the waves were crashing into the wall.
As I turned the corner here, I was relieved to see the sandy beach in front of us. I am not a fan of boulder hopping, and especially slippery, slimy boulders. So I took that very slow. Joey was there to help me through it, and I made it through. He says there's another section coming up that we have to get around, so hopefully that one's maybe a little easier. How's it going, Joseph?
It's going really good.
Good.
Yeah. It's hard to go wrong when you're here on the coast.
That's right. Joey was kind enough to retrieve our fresh water for the evening and morning from a stream in this canyon. Okay, we have found camp, or Joey has found camp. It's in the trees here. That way we are safe from the high tide in the morning. It is getting dark. It's almost 9 o'clock, or it is 9 o'clock. Sunset's here at about 9:15, but with the fog coming in and being here in the trees, it's really dark. So we're just gonna get set up and go to bed. We're tired. Just wanting to crawl in and get warm and cozy and go to sleep. So I will check in with you all in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It is day 2. Just walked out to find a place to use the ladies' room and see some sun shining this morning. I'm gonna get my coffee going when I get back to camp, and we're gonna get on the trail so that we can beat the tide today. That's our goal. You'll find all sorts of debris that washes ashore on the sands here. He's moving towards the shore instead of the water. All right, we have started our hike this morning, and I was just thinking earlier when I was out I saw a golden eagle and it flew right over my head, but I was just so in awe. Ooh, there's another crab running right in front of me. I was just so in awe of it that I didn't film it, but it was amazing, huge. So we have about 5 miles to go today, and it'll be a little bit of rugged terrain and some walking over some rocks and things like that. Joey was kind of giving me the lowdown earlier, but we'll be at a beautiful beach when we get to our next camp, and we should be good with the tides until we get there, so that's the good thing. So it looks like we're gonna have some little tide pool type areas to cross here real soon. We're not too far into the hike this morning and we're already on some rocks. You can see it's very rocky all the way to the water, and the tide comes all the way up here, so probably wouldn't have been able to pass this last night.
A little lower.
Let's see which way is it gonna be easier to fling my leg. I found it easier to walk in the tide pools instead of the shore, which was off camber and very rocky. This ground was at least flat, which was much easier on my ankles. It really hasn't been too bad this morning. You can make your way around in those tide pools fairly easily. It's just kind of slow going. Definitely slows you down. You got to pay attention to your footing. But so far we're doing really well. I don't think we're too far from camp.
No trail in this stretch. See all the water pulled up here. That's all from when the tide's higher. Waves come into this spot and slam up against these walls. You can't get through. But right now, the tide all the way down. Nothing to.
It's time for a much needed break. It is never easy hiking here on these coastal trips. Never a walk on the beach. It's always very rugged terrain and slippery rocks, and you have to make it past these points, and you feel a little bit of pressure just to get past them before the tide comes up. And anyhow, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, worth it, but it's not easy.
Kat's doing her favorite thing in the world right now, boulder hopping. And she asked me specifically before we started this trip, she just said, I don't care what we do as long as we get into some boulders.
tell you what, this hike may not be a big hike in terms of miles, but it is a challenging hike, a tough hike, and I am sweating up a storm. It is time for some electrolytes because I can start to feel I'm cramping up. My shoulders are cramping, my arms are cramping. I'm in desperate need of some Element right about now. That tastes so good and refreshing. The primary electrolyte you lose when sweating is sodium. Athletes can lose up to 7 grams of sodium per day. And I would consider what I'm doing right now as a pretty athletic activity. So I'm sure I'm losing close to that, if not that. Element contains a science-backed ratio of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Element contains everything that you need, which means a lot of salt and no sugar. Element tastes so good, all of the flavors. I'm drinking the pink lemonade right now, and it's like my body is craving it. It's craving that salt, and I just want to chug the whole thing down. It's just so refreshing and exactly what my body is asking for. I absolutely swear by this electrolyte, and if you would like to try Element for yourself, right now they are offering my viewers a free 8-pack flavor sampler with any order. You can try all of their most popular flavors and decide which one you like for yourself. I have a hard time deciding because I love them all. And you can only get that offer through my link, which is drinklmnt.com/Catherine. Thank you once again to Element for sponsoring this video. Now I better get ready to get sweating again and get back on the trail. We're finally walking on sand again. It was we went about a quarter of a mile from camp this morning on sand, and then the rest of it has been on rocks of all sizes. Little rocks, medium-sized rocks, big boulders. It's been definitely a challenging day for me. Joey's very used to traversing over this kind of stuff and all kinds of terrain, so it's much easier for him. But we did it, and we're at this awesome beach. We are near the Norwegian Memorial, which we'll go visit tomorrow. Right now, we're just looking for camp. We found our home for the night, nestled up here in the trees, but still with an amazing view of the ocean. Got some makeshift seating here, and we have a little patio area on the sand down in front of us. And we are actually staying here for 2 nights, so I think this is going to be a really cozy spot.
Time you move like water and taste like wine. You're holier than I am, holier than I am. Gentle hands, golden eyes. I am a man made of borrowed time. You're holier than I am.
Tonight I am having my favorite Peak Refuel chicken pesto pasta. It has a lot of calories. I think there's 900 calories. I eat usually both 2 servings. It comes in a 2-serving pouch, and it's super yummy, super tasty. And I think I burned a lot of calories today, so I want to make sure I replenish those. And I repackaged it so that I could fit everything into this small beer canister. So I just brought one of these little pouches, even though it's a Mountain House. I'm going to just reheat it in here to use for all my meals. We've just been taking it easy this morning. It's kind of a down day for both of us. There's been a lot going on personal wise in both of our worlds, and just busy, and it's just been a nice relaxing morning here at camp. I'm glad that we took this extra 0 day. Right now we are going to go check out the Norwegian Memorial, which is just down the beach or up the beach from us. I have not been there yet. I kind of saw it through the trees as we were hiking down, but we'll go take a look and I'll tell you more about it when we get there. The Prince Arthur was commanded by an experienced captain from Lavik, Norway named Hans Markussen. Besides the captain, the ship had a crew of 19, including 4 teenage apprentice seamen. The ship was approaching Puget Sound off the Olympic Peninsula when it ran into heavy mist accompanied by extremely turbulent seas. Steering the ship by dead reckoning, the crew mistakenly came too close to the shore, and after seeing a light straight ahead, they quickly turned around and soon hit the rocks off the reefs that litter those waters off Washington. The crew managed to get the ship free from the first 2 rocks, but it landed hard on a third and was stuck fast. It was around 1 a.m. on January 3, 1903. The Prince Arthur had grounded on a rocky reef to the west of Kayostia Beach, about 10 miles south of Cape Alava. Just taking a little stroll here on the beach with this beautiful rock formation behind us. We were just talking about how it's really cool, the wildlife we've seen on this trip. We saw, when we had to wait for that first high tide, we saw whales, and during that same time we also saw an eagle or a osprey, we're not sure, come down, swoop down into the water and actually catch a fish and fly off. That was really cool.
You did get a photo of it.
I did get a photo of it. And then we have seen several bald eagles, deer. It's been kind of cool. That's one thing about these beach trips, is there's definitely wildlife. I've seen bears on these trips. It's really awesome. This bald eagle had just done some fishing, and it appears it might have dinner in its talons. Tonight's dinner is this cheesy pepperoni pizza bowl. I've only had it once, but I did enjoy it, and I think it's a newer Mountain House meal. It's almost 8 p.m., still pretty light out, but I think I'm gonna wrap up this day here. This is day 3. Probably just going to chill out here in the tent. We've got a couple shows downloaded, maybe watch something and chill out for the rest of the night. Tomorrow we'll be heading back the same way we came in, so we'll be starting out on some rocks right away for the first, I think, 3 or so miles, and we'll see where we get tomorrow. We have 2 camps in mind, so we'll see which one we wind up making it to. But I will say goodnight right now. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. We were treated to absolutely stunning sunsets on this trip, something that I've missed since I moved away from the coast. Good morning. It is day 4. We're just having our coffee here this morning. We're gonna try to get packed up fairly quickly this morning and get moving because we want to beat the tide once again. That's the name of the game on this trip. It's a little socked in this morning, or a lot socked in actually. The trees are dripping from the moisture onto the tent. It sounds like rain, but it's not raining.
But it was actually quite warm yesterday, so it might be better having a little bit of cloud cover today, keeping us a little bit cooler. Anyhow, I'm going to keep this pretty short so that we can get our coffee drank and get packed up. Catch you out there on the trail.
All right, this is the last sand for a while. We got about 5 miles to get to Yellow Banks. Not gonna be any sand, no trails, just rocks and boulders and slippery seaweed. Cat's excited, it's her favorite stuff. Here we go. All right, Cat. How far is it to Yellow Banks?
3 miles.
3 miles?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe like 4.
Yeah.
And what's the trail gonna be like? Why is this your favorite part?
A lot of this. It's
Yeah?
gonna be, these are larger rocks. Actually, these ones right here are small, but we've got some big boulders to go over. We've got small rocks to traverse over. There's no sand on the beach. It's all rocks, pretty much. I think there's one spot where there's some sand, but other than that, all rocks.
What about all the driftwood and trees down?
And that too. You got to go under trees, over trees.
So
it's a hike.
slower
It's
walking for
challenging.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, but the tide is going down, so this is our window of opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, careful. You did that like a pro.
Oh, I did?
Who wouldn't like coming across a mama raccoon and her adorable little babies? They were very curious about us, but we did give them a lot of space. I am definitely zoomed in to get this footage.
It's okay. We stopped to take a little snack break. We have not very far to go to get to Yellow Bank, except we have a lot of tedious hiking still in front of us. So as a crow flies, not very far, but it's just slow going. We're hoping to get past the next caution point, which is just at the far end of Yellow Bank Beach. And then we're in the clear after that. So that is our goal. Hopefully we can get to Yellow Bank within an hour, which I think we can, and then get past that point and then have a nice smooth hike the rest of the way out.
And finally, we were back on a sandy beach. Flat, sandy beach under our feet. Well, just a few more rocks.
We made it to our final camp here at South Sand Point. Today was a butt kicker for me, for sure. Feels good to be here, good to just be on some pristine flat sand, and we're gonna camp right on the sand tonight, which is different from our last 3 nights, so that'll be nice. It looks like we might have some weather coming in. The clouds are looking kind of ominous over the ocean. That came in really quickly, so we're getting the tent set up just in case we need to jump in there and escape. But it feels so good to be at camp. This is a well-earned camp tonight.
I really wanted to soak in these last moments here on the beach.
Tonight's menu is a repeat of last night. It's just the other half of that meal. So we're having the cheesy pepperoni pizza bowl once again. I am pooped, tuckered out, had my dinner, and it is time to close this day out. So tomorrow we have about 4 miles, I think, 4.5 miles to get back to the trailhead, and it's easy hiking. So we'll just get up when we get up and have our coffee and then head out on the hike out. It was an awesome day, challenging but really awesome, just beautiful scenery all around, and yeah, it was great. I will see you all in the morning. Good night. Good morning. We've made it to day 5. Woohoo! We had some lightning and thunder last night. We got a little bit sketched out because we're very exposed out here on the sand. We were keeping an eye on it. It looked like it was a little bit north of us. So above us, it was clear and we could see stars and everything. So we were feeling a little more relaxed when we realized that, but it did wake us up at about 3:30 in the morning. This morning, we are just having our coffee. We're gonna get packed up and get on out of here. We have hit the trail. We probably have about a little over 3 miles now to get to the trailhead. I'm definitely having a little bit of tummy issues. I don't know if it's the water we've been drinking, because the water sources have left a little to be desired. So hopefully it's just that my digestive system isn't used to processing this tannin type water. But we're just gonna try to get out of here so that we can get some fresh water there at the trailhead. And I'll check back in with you once we are further along. getting pretty close to the trailhead here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video now. It was an awesome 5-day trip. The beautiful Olympic National Park coast. I highly recommend it. Just be prepared for some rugged terrain. It's, like I said earlier, not just a walk on the beach. Had a great time with my dear friend Joey. We had some awesome camps, saw a lot of wildlife, and it's just overall pretty epic. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I appreciate you coming along, and I will see you on the next adventure.